Good morning. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Guess what? I've got you guys live. We're in the office. We're not on the treadmill because I have developed a cough and a runny nose, and I really just didn't feel like I could walk and talk at the same time without coughing. So I have my Batman Kleenex and my giant mug of honey and lemon water that I am drinking as we do this. And I was going to take some Dayquil this morning because it would make me feel better, but I'm one of those weird people that when they take Dayquil, it just loops them out, knocks me out. You might as well just, get me drunk because it's almost the same thing. I'm just not one of those people that can take medicine and then do things. So I don't. I am so excited that you guys are here. I am so excited for this week's Treadmill Tuesday, even though we're not doing it on the treadmill. We're doing it in the office. Guys, let me know you're here by saying something. Hopefully I will see it. But you guys have watched these videos so many times. If you think, hi Anne, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. I've got the cold now. If you guys feel like that, your other friends might benefit from this, feel free to give me a share. Junie B says that she is waving and that she's going to be on her bike watching me. I'm so excited for that. I just didn't think I could do it today with this cough and the runny nose and all of that. I didn't think I could keep up with walking and talking at the same time and not start coughing. So I want to talk to you guys about this war that we have going on within us. And it's a war that starts in our hearts and in our minds, and they battle against each other. And there's 5 different battles that they have. And we're going to talk about all of them. But really what happens is we start having these battles, and then all of a sudden we are at 100% war within ourselves. And I get that it's internal, but guess what it does? That's right, it goes external. And we're going to talk about that too here in just a little bit. So battle number 1 is the battle of like. I want you to like me. I want to like me. I'm a great person. You need to think I'm a great person. And why won't you just let me do what I need to do? Why won't you let me help you? Why won't you let me love you? Why won't you let me like you? I'm likable. I'm honest. I'm caring. Blah, blah, blah. All the arguments that we give ourselves as reasons that we should like ourselves. And the more reasons that we give ourselves, it's almost like we're trying to convince other people they need to like us too. The problem with this battle, the battle of like, is when it becomes external, what are we doing? We are telling people, why won't you let me help you? Let me give you a hand. Let me do this for you. And the problem with that is, although it comes from such a pure place and from our heart, and we love people and we want to help them, the problem is that, Jeffrey, stop. Cats in the office. The problem is that honestly we're helping them to continue to make decisions that not only hurts them, but it comes back around and hurts us too. This cat, I'm telling you. So it comes back and it hurts us too. And so the things that we're trying to do in like and in love within ourselves, for ourselves, and for other people really just come back and they tear us up, and then we are devastated when this comes back around, because it does. This issue will full circle around, and the hurt that we have now is going to be similar to the hurt that we have after we're done screaming, let me help you, let me love you, let me enable you, and let me enable me, so that we can both make bad decisions, and then I'll blame you for the decisions I made, and you can blame me for the decisions that you made. That's how that works. And it is a really awful circle, and we really need to work on pulling ourselves out of that circle. So to do that, what we need to do is, even when the decision to help somebody or to not help somebody, it hurts. When I have to say, you know what, I cannot help you because of this, I think about that decision, and I think about, if I say yes, what will happen in the future? What is coming? Am I enabling you to continue making bad decisions? Am I enabling myself to just be used and not treated with respect and not treated with honor? That's not okay either. But if I allow it, people will do it. Not you guys. You guys don't do that. But other people will. People I don't know. People who don't know me. If I'm not living my belief system, how would they know? The second battle, sorry guys, is the battle of competition. Yes, winner take all, to the death. And that is the battle that says, I need to be the biggest, the bestest, the mostest, the most bestest, the most wonderfulest. I should have already had this by now. I'm competing with the things I feel like I should have already achieved that are in my future, and I'm also competing with everybody else around me. And I really noticed this. I have a few friends that sell the same types of products, and I can see them kind of, well, I sold 10 pieces today, well, I sold 15 pieces today, and I'm like, guys, work together. It's not a competition. Life's not a competition. Guess what? When your time is up, it's just up. And it doesn't matter if you've reached every single goal that you have, if you haven't reached any goals, if you've never found the love of your life, if your relationships are in shambles, it doesn't matter. When your time is up, it is up. So the competition that you're racing to be the biggest, bestest, mostest in, what kind of a competition is that? Is it worth it? Is running that race, is having that battle, is having that competition worth some of the things that you could possibly destroy? You could destroy relationships. You can destroy... Hi, Billy! I'm so glad you're here. You can destroy relationships. You can destroy jobs. You can destroy opportunities, because it's, I gotta get you. I gotta go. I'm in a competition. And the other thing that I hear all the time, I see it all over Facebook, all over Instagram, all over Twitter, is gotta grind. I gotta get my grind on. I gotta grind 24/7. No, you don't. You're not in competition with anybody. Yes, you do need to work hard. Yes, you need to be dedicated. Yes, you need to be consistent. But yes, you need to have a break. It doesn't need to be work 24/7. It doesn't need to be grind 24/7. You need to treat your business as a job. But really, most of us that are in business, it's not really like work. It's just like we show up and we have a whole lot of fun, and then when it's over, or for me, I show up, I have a lot of fun, and when it's over, then yes, I continue working and I do the research and I work with my clients and I do all of those things. But at the very end of the day, I'm just relaxing, kicked back, enjoying my life, because I figured out really early on that battle of competition can blow up in so many different areas. And when we continue to keep that internally, like we talked about before, it's just that internal volcano that finally just releases because we haven't had any rest or relaxation time. The third battle is the battle of connections, and where technology is so amazing is we connect with all these people. Like, I've made such amazing friends with so many of you guys, and we talk not just here but over the phone and through messaging, and we have just gotten to really know each other and really build on those connections. what happens is sometimes when I decide to make a decision, has this ever happened to you guys? Give me some love if this has ever happened to you. Have you ever went, you know what I think I'll do is, and your next thought is, ooh, how's that going to affect Sylvia or Billy or Anne or June? How is that going to affect them? What is going to be the repercussion of my decision on somebody else's life? Now, sometimes we do have to take that into account with our spouses, with our partners, with our children. But honestly, we don't have to take everybody into account. We need to be solely focused and working so hard to make sure that what we're creating, hello, I'm so glad you're here. We need to be really focused on what we are creating, because even though it may cause an upset with one of our connections, we have to do what brings us the most peace and do what we believe is right and honor who we are and honor our belief system. Which brings us into this other thing, and I want you guys to know I love all of you so much. However, I am realistic in the fact that I do know that some of you are my seasonal people. I have got people in my life that are just here for a season. They're here for a lesson. They're here for a blessing. You're here for a reason. And I'm not everybody's lifetime person either. Sometimes I'm just a seasonal person in people's lives, and I get that, and it's okay. But sometimes we get it stuck in our mind that the people that we know, the people that we know today are going to be the exact same people that we know 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 100 years from now. I don't know how long you guys are planning on living, but I read a thing that said coffee extends your life, and apparently I'm immortal because I drink enough of it that it's just going to be extended forever. But we get them confused, and we start building and investing in those relationships as though they are lifetime relationships when they are not. And then we really struggle internally with this battle when we lose a connection or we lose a friend, and we forget to think about what that friend brought to us in that season. Okay, Number four is our beliefs. And our beliefs honestly change over time. They really do. And I have had some people, their beliefs may change, but their attitudes may not, their actions may not, the things that they're doing may not. I just had a huge realization yesterday in dealing with somebody, because I realized that for over a decade, this person had shown me exactly who they were, what they were all about, what their belief system was, what they wanted. And then it came down to an event, a situation, something happened. And for some reason, I went, oh, that's not who they're going to be. They're going to be somebody different for this. And they weren't. And so I really kind of kicked myself in the butt yesterday when I realized that I was expecting something different from someone who had already shown me what their belief system was and how they were going to live it, and by the choices that they made in the conversations that we have. And not that you can always base somebody's history or somebody's today on their history. You really can't. But when you are having a conversation and you're maintaining a relationship, you can tell when people are really making improvements and when they're growing, and I mean, if you're close enough, you can even tell if they're making some decisions that aren't amazing for them. And sometimes we say something and sometimes we don't. I'm the one with the big mouth, and I usually say something. So sometimes my people last less than a season because I've got such a big mouth. Speaking of history, that is number 5, the battle of our history, because I feel like sometimes we get so tethered down, so weighted down, so chained in to all of the stuff from yesterday that it's almost like we're at a doorway. We've got an open doorway, and we've got one foot out in this doorway into this new today and tomorrow and what's going on right now, and we've got one foot that is just tied with chains, and we're just tethered in yesterday because we're really struggling with that story. And our stories change over time. I mean, I have things that I remember, and thinking about them now, I'm like, okay, well, that's really not how that happened. This is more along the lines of the truth. So our stories do change. We add new chapters. We do new things. We create new experiences. We meet new friends. We get new lessons. We get new blessings. And all of that is so great. But you know what happens? And I know it happens to me. I get so locked into my comfort zone rut, into my lazy boy, into kicking back. And so that when I feel like I'm ready to step into something, I'm like, I want to, but I've got my other foot kind of in my comfort zone, and I don't want to upset that. I don't want to upset it for me, and I don't want to upset it for my connections, for my beliefs, for my competition. So our history really does play a huge role in the things that we do now. Other times I say, you know what, I'm going to do this way because the last time, yesterday when I did it this other way and it was not good. So I'm going to change it up. And I think that there's a lot of more areas that we can do that in, and we can still be cautious and still step out. We just have to be willing to know and accept and to action into stepping out in those things. Because what happens is these 5 battles start within us, and like we talked about before, they explode out of us, and then we're like, I don't know, we just turn into the Incredible Hulk, and we're like, Hulk is angry, you won't like Hulk when she's angry. And we just go around stomping and smashing destruction all over in our lives, in our jobs, in our relationships, in our marriages, in our friendships, in our homes, and we just stomp and stomp and stomp. And it's not that that's what we want to do. It's that we're so out of alignment. We're so at dis-ease. You know, we don't have any peace. We don't have anything going on in us that says, okay, whoa, slow down. You don't have to be the Hulk today. That we just start smashing things and tearing things up in our life and cause way more destruction than if we had just stopped for a minute, thought about it, took a pause, took a few deep breaths, even contacted a really good friend that doesn't get emotionally invested in your stuff and said, I just need to vent for 10 minutes, then I'm going to move on and do something else. Those are the greatest kinds of friends, and I am so blessed that I have some of them. So I want you guys to realize that these battles that are going on have been going on in our lives. For me, 43 years. I've had these battles. I've had this yearning for peace and happiness and joy. And guess what? Really good news, guys. But now I'm hungry. Now I am hungry for some peace, and I'm hungry for some joy, and I'm hungry for some happiness. And so I want you guys to know that, yes, I did have a real battle going on, especially internally, and I did have a great realization, but I had also decided about, well, sometime last week, I had made a decision that regardless to what was going on with this one situation, I was just going to be happy. I was just going to have joy, and I was just going to move on and do the kinds of things that I would be doing if I wasn't dealing with this other situation. I made it a conscious decision. I made it a conscious effort. So sometimes when I would be pulling that history back in and going, well, you won't believe this, I would stop myself and go, nope, I'm done with that. I'm moving forward. I'm moving on. I'm not staying there. And you can do that too. And trust me, you guys, it is hard work. It does take effort. You have to do it consciously. You have to set out to do it. But at the same time, I promise you, it is so worth it to get that little bit of peace and rest and happiness and joy, to just make the decision. This is what I'm going to have right now, today, this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to put a bunch of attention on this battle, because if I focus on this little tiny external battle, I'm going to turn it internal, and then I'm going to have a giant war. What do you think? June says that she struggles too. She has a big mouth. Oh, June. I love you so much. We really are heart sisters. Me and you and Ann and we do. We really do. We say what we're thinking, and we just kind of no hold bars it. I'm with ya. One other thing I wanted to show you guys. Look at how cute these are. Oh my goodness. Crystal from Carly's Haven sent me these beautiful personalized earrings. They have an M on them. I am just loving them. But I have great news. I want to share it with you guys before I forget. She has really taken a huge leap and is revamping her business. And do you know what she's selling now? Healing stones. And it's jewelry and it's healing stones. And she's got all these articles coming out. So make sure that if you talk to Crystal or you see her online, that you tell her congratulations for really taking that step out and really making that move and that leap of faith. And just, oh, I cannot wait to see what she's got going on. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And the coolest thing is I get to be, you know, a small little part of that journey with her. So I'm super excited for that too. What else do we have going on? Oh, we find out today when our new little princess is coming. I'm so excited for that. I won't get to, if she shows up this week because I've got a cough and stuff, I won't get to go to the hospital and see her, but she should be here soon and I'm so excited. So expect that there will be a flood of pictures of my little princess, because I am so excited. The queen has princesses. And I will see you guys right back here next Tuesday. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing week. I cannot wait to talk later. Bye, guys. Okay, how do I get this one to stop?